unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brains. I'm invincible. They have won every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
আজকে বলবো ইসলামের প্রেক্ষাপটে কোন মেয়েরা রেড ফ্ল্যাগ ছেলেদের নিয়ে কিন্তু কথা বলছি, তাই নারীবাদে আপুরা খেপেন না যে হুজুর খালি মেয়েদের নিয়ে কথা বললে হবে না, ছেলেদের নিয়েও বলেন। ভাই ছেলেদের নিয়েও বলছি, একটু চেক করলে আপনি পেয়ে যাবেন ইনশাআল্লাহ। আজকে বলবো কোন মেয়েদের বিয়ে করা যাবে না, কোন মেয়েরা রেড ফ্ল্যাগ ইসলামের প্রেক্ষাপটে। পয়েন্ট নাম্বার 1, যেসব মেয়েরা সালাত আদায় করে না, গুরুত্ব বুঝলেও সেটা আমল করে না, অর্থাৎ গুরুত্ব বোঝেও না, আমলও করে না, সালাত আদায় করে না, সেসব মেয়েরা ইসলামের প্রেক্ষাপটে রেড ফ্ল্যাগ। পয়েন্ট নাম্বার 2, পর্দা করে না, হিজাব মেইনটেইন করে না, নিকাব মেইনটেইন করে না, নিজেকে ঢেকে রাখে না, অর্থাৎ কুরআন সুন্নাহ মানে না, নিজেকে সাজায় গুছায় মেকআপ করে নিজেকে সুন্দরভাবে পরিপাটি করে উপস্থাপন করে অন্য ছেলেদের সামনে নিজেকে উপস্থাপন করতে পছন্দ করে, এইসব মেয়েরা রেড ফ্ল্যাগ। পয়েন্ট নাম্বার 3, খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট, সেটা হচ্ছে সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া অতিমাত্রায় অ্যাক্টিভ, নিজেকে খুব দেখাইতে পছন্দ করে, সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতে অতিমাত্রায় অ্যাক্টিভ, সে ডেফিনেটলি শুধুমাত্র পোস্টই করে না, সে নন মাহরাম ছেলেদের সাথে কথা বলে, হাই হ্যালো করে, তো এইসব মেয়েকে বিয়ে করা যাবে না।
I'm unstoppable. I'm a Persia with no brains. I'm invincible. They have won every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today.
Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Michaela Caesar Santa, and welcome to you to my second my first segment, day 0. Okay, now here we can say, I hope you have seen the points here. A Maulana named Rifat Ratul says that we lesbian have to be saved from 3 girls, and 3 girls, 3 women are red alert for Muslim lesbians. Okay. Now here we can see who is she. You can okay. Now here we can see who are they. There's 7 points. Well, according to Rifat Ratul, the first women to be red alert for lesbian like me is the women who did not contains a habit of 35 times namaz per week. Okay. That means accordance with Rifat Ratul, the woman is red alert to be my wife if she did not attempt for Fajr Namaz Sunday, to Johar Namaz Saturday, Asr Namaz Monday, Maghrib Namaz Tuesday, Maghrib Namaz Thursday, Johar Namaz Friday, Isha Namaz Saturday. This is just an example. That if the women did not attempt Fajr Namaz, Johar Namaz, Asr Namaz, Maghrib namaz and Isha namaz, then she is definitely a red alert to be my wife. Okay. And now here I would say that what is the reality? Here I can check. Okay. Well, and what is who are the second women? We would discuss. The second end segment. That would be day one. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, accordance with day zero, we would discuss who is third woman to be red alert to be my wife. The third women would be that the women who are active in social medias like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram Reels. Okay, that means your female mathematical teacher can be red alert for me. Okay, but now what is the reality? I can discuss it. Okay, now let me discuss the first points. First, women to be red alert to be my wife. Okay, now here we can see. Okay, and now here we can see. Well, here first of all, I have choose two scenarios. Here scenario number 0 and scenario number 1. In the scenario number 0, I have choose Al Aisha as my Israeli wife to be a Mossad Muslim agent. Okay. And here you can see, well, here is a hint of the second woman that my wife, as accordance with the scenario number 0, my wife wear hijab, niqab, and burqa, and I would discuss it with the second segments. Now here we can see. Well, here my wife Al Aisha contains 5 times salat per day. She attends always 35 times salat per week. I mean 35 times namaz per week. She did not miss any namaz in any month. Okay. Well, when she attempts namaz, here we can see, when she attempts namaz, well, she can attempt almost 150 times namaz per month. From 150 times namaz per month, she did not miss any namaz in any month. Okay. Now, accordance with Rifat Ratul, my wife Al Aisha is a green flag. Now, let me check what is the reality of my wife Al Aisha. Okay. Well, here we can see when the Islamic Instagram reel is a cringe, hence we can see that Rifat Ratul would be pro-Palestinian. Well, otherwise, any person to be neutral in the topic of Israel versus Palestinian terrorists would not see in would not contain any cringe Instagram reels on Instagram in the purpose of Islam. Okay, now here we can see. Well, here we can portray Rifat Ratul as the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi hujur. Now, let's check how can Israeli Mossad Muslim agent Al-Aisha kill Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi hujur. Now you can see the check. Okay, now just I have to finish the bill. Okay, now here we can see pro-Palestinian Rifat Ratul. Just for 2 minutes. Okay. Now here we can see the points. Now here we can see some positive points as we can say. Okay. Accordance with Rifat Ratul's, here is pro-Palestinian Rifat Ratul current locations. That is in Dhaka, Bangladesh, that is 30 meter north and 200 meter west from Gulshan police stations. As arrival of Al-Aisha. Okay. Now here I have mistakenly written arrival of Gal Gadot. Here Gal Gadot is my second wife, and here both arrival of spot is the points. Okay, I have to check it point. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, now let's check it. Well, here via is that. Well, Moscow and Slovakia governed from Russia. Well, Shanghai from China, Tunisia from Tehran from Iran, and Islamabad from Pakistan. Okay. But now, here I have made mistakes. I will short it. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, here we have sorted out the problems. Okay. Now here the root is same as Gal Gadot's rules. Hence, perhaps we have mistakenly mentioned the Gal Gadot scars. Okay, but it is Al-Aisha's scar. Okay. Now, the via route is Moscow and Soviet government from Russia, Shanghai from China, and Tehran from Iran, and Islamabad from Pakistan. Okay. Now here we can see what about the driving distance. Okay. The driving distance is, well, 49,305 kilometers. Okay. And what about the driving times? Well, driving time is 367 hours. Well, that means here we can say that is almost 1 month, 7 hours. Now, why I am saying that here 1 month, 7 hours, you can notify that. Here we can say 1 hour, 1 month is 30 days. And accordance with driving route, here 1 hour driving being time is mostly 12. I mean, 1 day driving times is mostly 12 hours. That is 1 day driving times. And the rest of 12 days, that is, well, take a bath, well, have a meals, or have a foods, then have a sleep, and so forth. Okay. Now here we can see it is 1 month, 7 hours. Well, now here, what is meaning of that here? Because we are discussing the motor physics. Okay. Now here the driving time here is 1,321,200 seconds. Okay. Half of weight is Aisha's car is 1,000 kilograms, because here spot root is same, spot is same. Hence, perhaps we have mentioned the wife, the car owned by the wife of the second scenario. Well, now here we can see. Now let's see. What is the kinetic power? We know what is the meaning of kinetic powers. That is, 0.5 multiplied by weight of Aisha's cars multiplied by driving distance square divided by driving time cube. Okay. Now here we can see, input of driving distance square is 29,305,000 meter and square. Okay, because driving distance is 29,305 kilometers. Well, but problem is that here 1,000 squared is the meaning of 1 million. And on the other hand, 100 cube is the meaning of 1 million. And now, let's see. Well, now both of cancels of both of, now cancelling both of 1 million, we can say 29,305 square divided by 13,212 cube multiplied by 1000. Now here we can see what is the kinetic powers of Al-Aisha's car, that is 0.38 watt. Okay. And now let's check it. Okay. And now here we can check the points that necessary fuel volume, because here we can see the fuel is petrol. Okay. Now here, how can we calculate the fuel volume? That is V multiplied by bracket of 3 multiplied by kinetic power multiplied by driving time, bracket close, divided by bracket of car capability multiplied by petrol density multiplied by petrol specific heat multiplied by petrol has temperature difference. Okay. Now we know the petrol temperature difference is highly 50 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now what is petrol specific heat? That is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. And what is the density of petrol? That is 0.7778 kilometer per liter. Okay. Now we need 3 multiplied by kinetic power multiplied by times. Well, because one time is arrival departure spot to arrival spot, and the second time is arrival spot to departure spot. Well, now we need another times of kinetic energy as a backup. Okay. Hence, here we can say kinetic energy multiplied by 3 multiplied by kinetic power multiplied by times. Here is the points. Okay. Now, here we can see, well, what is the petrol's volume necessary? That is 19,760 liter of petrols. And as a round figure, that is 20,000 liters of petrols. Okay. Now, 20,000 liters of petrols is necessary just because our driving times is 1 month, 7 hours. Okay. And here we can see, here is just points, and I can mention it. Okay. I want to let myself allow to show the point. Okay. Well, now here we can see, well, what is my calculations? Here I can share the calculation points. Okay. Here you can see our departure point is Tel Aviv, Israel. Okay. Now here, the first point is Moscow, Russia. Well, here we have to travel in Syria, Armenia, Georgia, and Moscow. Well, then we have to travel to Soviet Kyrgyzstan. Then we have to travel Beijing and Shanghai. And here we have to travel Jiangyang, and that means Uyghur province, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Iran. Then we have to travel on Tehran. Then we have to travel on Kabul and Lahore, Pakistan. Here I have mentioned. Then we have to travel on Delhi, Bihar, Patna, Nepal, Kathmandu, and then Dhaka, Bangladesh, just to kill the pro-Palestinian Hujur. Who is that Hujur? That is Rifat Ratul. Okay. Now here is what is our points. Okay. Now we can mention the points. Here we can see, but here is a problem. And the problem is that, well, Rifat Ratul's can contains the higher Rifat Ratul can contains the higher technological points. I mean the helicopters or the planes with a velocity of 200 km/h. Okay. And here you can see, well, at first he would wear hijab and niqabs. Well, accordance with 80 km/h, Al Aisha would need, well, almost 1 month, 7 hours. Okay. Now, in 1 month, 7 hours, well, here Rifat Ratul would stay in that coordinates I have mentioned. That is not necessary. Well, in 1 month, 7 hours, well, Rifat Ratul can travel to Saudi Arabia in well, what is 9,000 in 45 hours, because well, not a 9,000. Well, Rifat Ratul can travel to Lahore, Pakistan at the 5 hours. She can travel to the pro-Palestinian terrorist. Rifat Ratul can travel to Makkah in the purpose of Hajj in what? That is in almost 10 hours. Well, he can reach here. Well, Now, here we can say at the travel of 1 month, 7 hours, when Al Aisha would kill Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Bujur. Rifat Ratul would be settled in Saudi Arabia or Dubai, or probably she can be settled in where? She can be settled in Malaysia and Indonesia. Okay. Now here, slowly and steady can win, so the proverbs does not work. Because here we can say, in first 10 days, probably Rifat Ratul would be in Karachi. Second day, in first day, Rifat Ratul would be in Karachi. Second day, Rifat Ratul would be settled in Dubai or Saudi Arabia. And the third 10 days, 7 hours, Rifat Ratul would be settled in Malaysia. Now, here I can say that probably Rifat Ratul would be settled in Kuala Lumpur just because here in 10 years, the Islamic terrorist Zakir Naik has been settled in Kuala Lumpur. And just 1 year, last 1 year, Zakir Naik is settled in Pakistan. Okay. Now here we can see there is now in the travel of 29,305 kilometers, in the driving travel of 1 month, 7 hours, where 1 day is equal to 12 driving hours. Here we can see here we can see 1 month is still a dangerous point. Well, now here we can see, say, first time Al Aisha car would fueling almost 7,000 liter petrol. And what would happen? Well, the points would be happens is like that. Well, the points would be happens like that here. Rifat Ratul can be settled in Karachi, or Rifat Ratul can be settled in where? Somalia or Sudan. Okay. Then what would be the points? When second times Al Aisha would filling 7,000 liter of petrol. Here you can see Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian, would be settled in where? In Saudi Arabia or Dubai. And third times, when Al Aisha, the Mossad agent, would be fueling the third tank 7,000 liter of petrol. Then guess what? Well, Rifat Ratul would be settled in Kuala Lumpur. Okay. Now, as we can see, accordance with Rifat Ratul, now here we can say that what would happen in here. Accordance with Rifat Ratul, Israeli Mossad agent Al Aisha would be green flag for me. And what is the cost? The cost is nothing but green flower Aisha would be best choice for me just because she attends 150 times Islamic namaz in every month. Here, 150 times is just as a Faraj namaz. Here, if we can include the Tahajjud namaz, well, my wife Al Aisha is green flag for me only because she attempts 180 times Islamic namaz per month, 150 times Faraj namaz, mandatory compulsory namaz, and 30 times Tahajjud namaz. But where is the point? Well, but personally, can I be proud of my wife because she attempts 180 times namaz per month. None of Muslim husband can be proud of their wife because of this. Okay. Now, how a man proud of his wife? Okay. Well, I can be proud of my wife. Well, if my wife is patriotic and good professional persons. That is my pride points. Okay. And now, here we can see, now here we can see, here Aisha. Aisha said, now here we can, here I have mentioned the points. Now let's back to the point of the exam informations, educational informations. Now let's see. Okay. Now here we can see when the assignment for my wife is to kill Rifat Ratul, a pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Huju. Here we can be confirmed that the current location would be Dhaka, Bangladesh, where geo coordinate is 30-meter north and 300-meter west from Gulshan Police Station of Dhaka, Bangladesh. Well, and the departure is Tel Aviv, Israel. And what is the via? Via is Moscow, the capital city of Russia. Soviet car govern the area of Russia. Shanghai, the economical capital city of China. Well, Tehran, the capital city of Iran, and Islamabad, the capital city of Pakistan. And here we can see, well, driving distance is 29,305 kilometers. Well, but driving cannot be more than 80 kilometers per hour. Hence, your driving time is 367 hours. That means 1 month, 7 hours. Well, here almost we need 21,000 liters of petrols. Because, well, temperature distance, maximum distance can be 50 degrees Celsius, and the petrol specific heat is 2 joule per kilogram per Kelvin. On the other hand, well, the density of petrol is 0.778 kilometer per liter, and the capability is 98%. Hence, the point is that we have to contains almost 21,000 liter of petrols. Here we can see. And what would happen? Well, first 10 days, Rifat Ratul got an information that some Mossad agent can kill Rifat Ratul because Rifat Ratul is pro-Palestinian. Here, Rifat Ratul can escape from the locations, geocoordinates of Dhaka, Bangladesh, and she can be held in Somalia or Sudan in the first 10 days. Second 10 days, she can be settled in Makkah for Hajj purpose and Dubai. And the third 10 days, she can be settled on where? Kuala Lumpur. And here is the points. Well, when Al Aisha would reach the geocoordinates of Dhaka, Bangladesh, well, she could not get the Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Hujur, in that geocoordinates location of Dhaka, Bangladesh. And what would happen? Mission is failed. Okay. Now here we can say in every national security intelligence agency, well, when mission is failed, mission failure person would be disowned or disarmed. Okay. Now, here that is the or neutralized. And here is the points. Well, now how I can be proud of my wife, Agent Al Aisha, just because she is monthly 180 times Namazi, where she is trained to assassin on the Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi terrorist Hujur. Well, accordance with Rifat Ratul, Al Aisha is green flag for me. But I believe that Al Aisha is red flag for me. Okay. Now here we can see, well, different points. I mean that here now I can go to scenario 1. Here I would change my wife. But here the second time change would be a different driving time, but driving distance is same and the driving route is same. Now let's see what is magic. 3, 2, 1, 0, and let's get points. Okay. Now here we can see here well accordance with Rifat Ratul, here Gal Gadot is okay. Well, accordance with Rifat Ratul, here Gal Gadot is well red flag for me. Now, how can Gal Gadot be the red flag for me? Here's the points. Well, according to Rifat Ratul, Gal Gadot would be red flag for me because Gal Gadot is not Muslim. Gal Gadot is cultural Yahudi. That means Jewish. Gal Gadot did not pray any Islamic namaz in any dance. Well, now here we can say that sometimes a namazi women miss one time namaz in the day of the month of a month. Well, sometimes and women miss one time namaz in a day of a month. But here the point is that Israeli Mossad agent Gal Gadot did not attend any Islamic namaz. Hence, accordance with Rifat Ratul, pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Huzur Rifat Ratul, well, our Israeli Mossad agent Gal Gadot is red flag for me. But I would explain how Israeli Mossad agent Gal Gadot can be green flag to be my wife. Okay. Now, first of all, here we can see. Well, here is same locations. Well, the pro-Palestinian Rifat Ratul's current location is the same location. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Okay. The geo coordinates is 30-meter north and 200-meter west from Gulshan police station of Dhaka, Bangladesh. Okay. And what is the departure? Tel Aviv, Israel. Both are same. Okay. Now, second similarity is that what is the via? Via is Moscow, the capital city of Russia. Soviet governed the area of Russia. Shanghai, the city of China. Taiwan, the capital city of Iran. And Islamabad, the capital city of Pakistan. Okay. Now, what is arriving distance? Driving distance. The third similarity is that the driving distance is 29,305 kilometers. But according with Gal Gadot, what is the necessary driving time? That is 1 second. Okay. That means the velocity would be in the borderline of Newtonian kinetic energy rules. Okay. Now here we can see if you can add 695 kilometers per second to the current velocity, well, the car would touch the Einsteinian kinetic energy rules. Okay. Now, for that, here we can imply the Newtonian kinetic rules. Okay. Now here we can see the half of weight of Gal Gadot car is same, 1,000 kilometers. Well, that is the third similarity. Now here driving time is, the first change is that Well, driving time is 1 second in lieu of 367 hours. Okay. Now here the kinetic power. What is the kinetic power? Okay. The kinetic power is 859 billion megawatt. Well, now here, accordance with Rifat Ratul, here we can say how we can calculate 1 billion is 100 crores. Okay. That means 86,900 crore megawatt. Okay. Now let's see what is the points. And now you can see that, well, okay. Now you can see that, well, our Bangladeshi electricity annual production is 6,000 megawatts. That means Gal Gadot car is 143 million 166,667 times more powerful than Bangladesh annual electricity productions. And well, and here the point is that Gal Gadot depart on, well, what is the current date? Current date is, well, September 29, when I am shooting. Okay. September 29, right? Evening 7 a.m. 35 minutes. She would depart. Gal Gadot would depart from Tel Aviv, Israel. Okay, and evening 7 p.m. Well, departure is evening 7 p.m. 35 minutes. And arrival on Dhaka, Bangladesh in that locations of 30 meters north and 200 meters west from Gulshan Police Station, Dhaka, Bangladesh would be at September 29, evening 7 p.m. 35 minutes, 1 second, she would, Gal Gadot would arrive to kill the Rifat Ratul. And here we can see Gal Gadot would depart from the location geo-coordinates of Dhaka, Bangladesh at September 29, evening 7 p.m. 35 minutes, 3 seconds, and she would return in Tel Aviv, Israel. And she would return in Tel Aviv, Israel in September 29, evening 7 p.m. 35 minutes, 4 seconds. Okay, what is the report? Report is operation accomplished. Mission accomplished. Okay. Mission accomplished. Here is the points. And now let's check it is the first term that the driving time is now 1 second. And now let's see on the fuel. That is the second major change. And that is artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. Okay. And now here we can see, well, that is the points to be notified. Well, here is same rule, 3 multiplied by kinetic power multiplied by times, but it can be divided by car capability, bracket of car capability multiplied by artificial solar specific heat multiplied by artificial solar temperature difference. Okay, and now here you can say, here you can say the necessary fuel weight is 2.57 multiplied by 10 to the power negative 655 kilograms. Well, and here is the achievement for me. Well, now here is an achievement for me that here you can say Gal Gadot calculate it the necessary of fuel weight, where fuel is artificial solar arc reactor with the temperature of 666 multiplied by 10 to the power 666 degrees Celsius. And everything is clear points. Okay. Now here we can say, previously I have mentioned that probably. Well, our probably we can say, what is the probable points? The probably the seed she would accept probably Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Hujur, contains own jet planes, luxury jet planes with the velocity of 200 km per hour to escape the spot. But here you can see that Rifat Ratul would contains her own jet plane with a velocity of 200 km per hour. But at first, well, 80 km per hour, she has to escape from the locations to the airport with the velocity of 60 km per hour. But here, Gal Gadot cars contains a velocity of 29,305 kilometers per second. Well, and now, there is no hope. Well, and now here we can see there is no hope that Rifat Ratul, the pro-Palestinian Bangladeshi Hujur, can escape. Well, and here I am proud of my wife, Gal Gadot, just because she is Israel, the successful Israeli Mossad agent. Okay. She can take care of our child's protections. She can take care of our son protection. She can take care of our daughter's protections. Well, here is the point. Well, here we can say Rifat Ratul claimed Gal Gadot as a red flag for me. But what is the reality? Reality is that Gal Gadot is actual green flag for me. Okay. I want the wife who can protect my family from enemy. Well, our enemy is pro-Palestinian community. Well, now here, Gal Gadot is a successful Israeli Mossad agent. Well, now here we can say, what is the point? According with Rifat Ratul, the parameter of green flag wife is 180 times namaz per month. But according with me, she would not attend any Islamic namaz. She would not have any belief in Islam. It is not a problem. She can protect my family from pro-Palestinian terrorist community. Hence, she is green flag for me. Okay. Now, and why? Now, what if my wife Well, I have to say some points. Now here I would clear up my points. Okay. Now here we can say, what if my wife attends 180 times namaz Islamic namaz per month, but she is a Palestinian terrorist? Then how would she protect my family? Okay. Because of she being my wife, now our family would be threat for any innocent human or any innocent civilizations, my family can be national threat just because my wife is pro-Palestinian. And but accordance with Rifat Ratul, my wife, that Islamic wife, pro-Palestinian wife, is a green flag just because she attends 180 times Islamic namaz per month. But now, in reality, because of the pro-Palestinian wife, I mean, the wife to be supporter of Palestinian terrorists, now, okay, well, now here we can say that my family became the national threat for any national civilizations. Okay. Now here we can see, well, it is the scenario number 0. Now, in scenario number 1, here my wife is Israeli Mossad agent. Well, she can protect my family from any Islamic terrorist community. She can protect my family from the all of Islamic terrorist community to be supporter of Palestinian terrorists. Okay. Well, my wife, in the scenario number 1, my wife is Yahudi. No problem. My wife is to protect the Yahudi countries, Jewish country, Israel. No problems. Moreover, it is a best point because she can protect my family from all of Islamic terrorist community. She can protect me. And you can notify it that I want my protections from the Islamic terrorism. And that's what I need. Okay. And now I believe that here points or the point. According with Rifat Ratul, my wife in scenario number 1 is red flag for me. But because she is Jewish. But according with me, she is a green flag for me because she is an Israeli Mossad agent. Hence, she can protect my family from Palestinian terrorists. And after that, if anybody wants to believe that my wife can be threat for me, well, it is the assumptions, but not a real points. Well, and I would repeatedly 2 times in 2 segments. For these segments, I can say that I know better what is green alert, green flag wife, and what is red flag wife. I have a knowledge to difference between green flag wife and red flag wife. Okay. Now here we can see. Well, I have to take a break here.
I'm unstoppable.
I'm a Persia with no brains.
I'm invincible.
I win every single game.
I'm so powerful.
I don't need batteries to play.
I'm so confident.
I'm unstoppable today.
Okay. It's okay. Salam Habibi, how are you all? I hope you are fine. It's me, Michaela Santa. I am here with you. Accordance with the segments, welcome to you to my channels. And the segment number day 1. It is the second segment, and that is segment number day 1. And in the previous segments, I have told you that we would in the segment number 1 about the red alert number 1. I mean red flag women number 2. Okay. Now Rifat Ratul says that here she mentions red 3 points. I mean, the Maulana Rifat Ratul mentions 3 women to be a red flag. Well, first woman is the we have discussed the first woman and the third woman, but somehow third women's discussion is still ongoing. Okay, now here we are going to discuss the second woman to be red flag. Well, according with Rifat Ratul, who is the second woman to be red flags? Here I would say something clear. Just for 2 minutes. Okay, now here we can see. Well, now I have been disturbed because of ceiling fans. Okay, now let me tell you that who is the second woman to be red flag according with Rifat Ratul. Maulana Rifat Ratul says she is the red flag who does not wear hijab, who does not wear niqab, who does not wear half sleeve t-shirt, who does not wear full sleeve trousers. She is a red flag. Okay. In original videos, here we go. In original reels, Rifat Ratul said that she is the red flag who does not wear hijab, niqab, and burqa. She wear complete Western clothes, and she has opens. Well, Are you ready for this? Well, accordance with Rifat Ratul, she and women's, I don't know why. Okay. Well, according with Rifat Ratul, original Instagram reels, here, a woman is a red flag who does not wear hijab, niqab, burqa. More than, in fact, she wear Western clothes. She wear open her long hairs. She is a red flag for a husband. It is the original points of Rifat Ratul. Okay. That means green flag women wear hijab, rifat. Well, I mean, green flag women wear hijab and niqab accordance with Rifat Ratul. Okay, but now I don't know why, but I am going to say that it is totally wrong side. And now, why I am saying wrong? Here we can see the points. Okay. Sometimes here we can see, when if Rifat Ratul start wearing hijab, niqab at the public travel space like bus stops or the train stations or plane, then we all of the men consider Rifat Ratul as a green flag woman. Because according with Rifat Ratul, here we can see green flag women wear hijab, niqab, and red flag women show their face and show their open long hair. Okay, but now somehow here we can see here I can say the several persons who wear hijab, who wear mask, but wearing mask, she doesn't look like any woman. Still, her voice is women, and in some channels, her long hair is women, but still, I don't know why. She does not look like any women as well as I can think. Okay, but now, according with social media, I can prove it. Who wear hijab, niqab does not mean that she can be green black women. Sometimes, wearing a Korean mask, a woman can look like a crossdresser man, and that is the great fact, as we can see. But now I can prove it, and it is as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. Now here I can say the points. First of all, I have to open my social medias. Here we can see the several points. Okay, okay. Here anybody is well. Okay. Now here I would search the Kashish Chawla. Okay. Here, well, I would search Kashish Chawla. Kashish Chawla. Okay. And here you can see, well, now here you can see, here is a person, named Kashish Chawla. Well, she is one of my favorite musical YouTubers. Okay, musical short YouTubers. I mean, a type of YouTubers with the short videos. Okay, now she contains several short videos where she wear a mask. Okay, and now you can see that. Well, and now you can see that she is 3 meters. I mean, she is almost 6 meters away from the camera. Cameraman is here. Of course, another person. Well, in 144 pixel, in 1080 pixels resolutions, here we can see that she wear a mask. Here, without long hair, here we cannot see her any feminine facial points. She does not contain any feminine facial points on her face because she wears niqab. I mean, she wears a Korean mask. When she wears a Korean mask, here you can see, still anybody considers her as a cross-dressing man. When anybody considers her a cross-dressing man, that means a probable point that she is with a probable recognition with a cross-dresser man. Well, now you know that the definitions of cross-dresser man. A man who is a biological man, but wear like any clothes like a woman. And here, she wears girls' school shirt. She wears girls' school skirt. But when she wears a mask, a Korean mask, if anybody could not see her as a real woman. And as an effect, sometimes here is a probable point that several women want to marry Kashish Chawla. Why several women want to marry Kashish Chawla? Because she wear a mask. Nobody could see that if she is a man or a woman. Nobody could not see it. And we are going to her life. Here she is to be the complete visual points. Okay. And now here we can see. Okay. Now here, I can see her YouTube channels named Kashish Chawla Officials. Here she completely wear Korean mask that nobody cannot see that she even if she has beard or not. Well, still she has a long open hairs. Okay. Now here is another shot. She wears a dress like a complete man. Okay. Now here is the points. Just a woman open long hair, wearing Western dress, Western feminine dress, but still she wear a complete Korean mask that nobody could not see if she has any beard or not. I don't know why. Perhaps she wears beards. Perhaps. Okay. Here is the another points. Perhaps I have opened the wrong channels, but somehow she is the fan of the Kashish Chawla. Okay. Now here we can see, and here some in another points where Kashish Chawla, okay. Now in another points, Kashish Chawla contains an complete puja parts. She wear everything is look like a woman, but the problem is because of she wearing a complete Korean mask, nobody could not see that what is her face. Even nobody could not know that if she would have a beard or not. Here every point she wear a mask. Nobody could see that if she wear have any beard. Here you can see Kashish Chawla wearing several swimming western coat. She is an Indian YouTuber, so she can wear Indian modern clothes. Her hair is open, and she wear Indian modern clothes, but still, because she wear a Korean mask, nobody could not see that if she contains beard on her face or or not. And here we can see that is the moment. Well, and now here we can see the moment is that because of Korean mask, when her gender to be women cannot be questioned to any persons that who want to marry her. And here the circumstance is that several women wants to marry her because she considered Kashish Chawla as a man. Then here I can contain some questions. Okay, now here, my question is clear that when I wear complete hijab and complete niqab and just wearing a western half sleeve t-shirt and full sleeve pants, still when I can wear hijab and niqab and in the offline world I can be man, women, transgender or robot. Well, now here my question is to Rifat Ratul that how could she be sure that the person wearing hijab, niqab is always to be woman? It has some probability that the person to wear hijab, niqab and burqa, she can be man. And in the several case, a person to wear hijab, niqab and burqa can be biological father of the child where Rifat Ratul, notwithstanding being a man, Rifat Ratul can be biological mother. Okay. Now here we can see, now I would return you to the significant points and the story part. Okay. Now here, I would say a story. The story is like that. Here an Islamic conference about how can women can be protected by man, or how can and women go to heaven. Here we have several discussions. Well, in some of the discussions, here we can see, here at the first time, I meet a man named Rifat Ratul. Okay. And in first time, Rifat Ratul meet me. Before that time, neither I know Rifat Ratul nor Rifat Ratul knows me. Okay. At the first time, when we meet up each other, Well, we are discussing 3 hours each other. Okay. And here somehow Rifat Ratul is now has an interested on me. Well, why Rifat Ratul has interest on me in the purpose of romance? Well, because is that I wear hijab and niqab. Although I wear shirts or the full length pants, but still I can wear hijab and niqab. Okay. Well, in the eating time, I did not remove my niqab, and Rifat Ratul has noticed that. Well, I still in hijab and niqab, even the eating time, I did not remove niqab. Okay. Well, as you can see, the Rifat Ratul, see that I am green flag for here. I am green flag for Rifat Ratul. Okay. Here you can see the women likes here you can see the points. Now I would see I would open the significant points and I would see that. Now here you can see the women like Gal Gadot is red flag for Rifat Ratul. Why? Because Rifat Ratul, according to Rifat Ratul, well, red flag women is those women who open their long hair, they did not hide their face. Well, they wear Western dress like Wonder Woman. They left red flag for a man to be wife. Hence, any girl like Gal Gadot is red flag for Rifat Ratul. Why? Because Gal Gadot show their face, Gal Gadot open their long hair, Gal Gadot wear Western dress, and sometimes, well, Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. Hence, Gal Gadot is red flag for Rifat Ratul. But why I am her green flag wife? Because I am a green flag wife because I wear hijab, I wear niqab 24/7. Okay. Here in home, well, nobody can see my face. My father can not see my face. My mother cannot see my face. My brother cannot see my face. And my sister cannot see my face. Okay. Here, when I study in girls' schools, well, none of my girl classmates, I mean female girl friends and girl classmates could not see my face. Neither my school teacher, man teacher can see my face, nor my school women teacher can see my face. In college life, now I have several girls as my good friends. Girls, good friends. But none of my female friend can see my face. Neither any college man teacher can see my face, nor any women college teacher can see my face. University is the same circles, but point is that university is covered, and I have said I have boy best friend here is points, but neither girl best friend can see my face in university, nor boy best friend can see my face in university, nor boys lecturer can see my face in university, nor boys professor can see my face in university, nor girl teacher, I mean women teachers can see my face in university, a lecturer, and nor women professor can see my face in university. There is the point. Even they could not see my lips when I am eating. They have noticed that. Well, they could not see how is my hair because I wear hijab and I wear niqab. Well, hence I am definitely green flag for Rifat Ratul. Okay. Now here now Rifat Ratul's parents come to me with the wedding proposals. Hence that I can be daughter-in-law of the parents of Rifat Ratul. Well, they notified that they could not see my lips during my eating points because I wear niqab. I did not remove my niqab while I am having breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, and here they did not know that what can be my hair because I wear hijab. Well, for Rifat Ratul and their parents, I am completely a green flag woman to be wife of Rifat Ratul and daughter-in-law of his parents. Okay. Now, well, they have married. Our marriage is complete. Well, we have a wedding night, and somehow discuss that what is Rifat Ratul's DNA. I have collected and generate the artificial ovum and generate an female pregnant robot to carry the children. Well, here you can see ninth month, 7 days later, we can notify that we got the our child, and what we can get our child. Our child is daughters. We name them Gal Gadot. Okay. And now, here we can see our daughters Gal Gadot. Now here we can see when where the DNA test, somehow they came to know that I, Michaela Cesario, the wife of Rifat Ratul, is the biological father of Rifat Ratul's daughter, Gal Gadot. And here we can see Rifat Ratul is biological mother with my daughter's Gal Gadot. I mean, Gal Gadot is the daughter both of me, Michaela Cesario, and my husband, Rifat Ratul, where I am a biological father and Rifat Ratul is a biological mother. Well, here we can see my parents-in-law has seen the notifies there that notwithstanding Rifat Ratul is a man, well, Rifat Ratul became biological mother, and notwithstanding I am woman, I am a biological father. Okay. How the my parents-in-law consider me women? Because before marriage, they have proposed to me to be their daughter-in-law. They have notified it that I am born with hijab and nikah. I did not show my hair to anyone, not even my biological parents know what is my hair. I did not show my leaves, what is leaves to anyone. Even my parents, my female best friend, all of female best friend, all of my female teachers, they could not see me that what is my face, if I have a beard or not. Well, they could not notify because I did not remove my niqab. And here as a point. Well, when I have to see show face, well, I wear a silicone face mask. The silicone face mask is look like a doll face mask, where I can eat and I can have some parts. And that was the period when I have to wash my niqab. Or any times when I am with hijab and niqab, it is my all points. Okay. Now my parents is in law. First priority is they have to grow our daughter Gal Gadot, and they are fulfilling their duties to grow our daughter Gal Gadot. When it is going, and now Gal Gadot is 18 years old, and we have to send Gal Gadot to their husband house where her husband would be handicapped. But as a registration of wedding, when the registration is about what is the father of Gal Gadot, somehow the Qazi Sahib and the husband, groom, handicapped and his parents are surprising that here biological father name is woman, Michaela Caesar. Here you can see and surprisingly, they have surprised that when they know that I am the biological father with my sperm and my husband, Rifat Ratul, is a biological mother with ovum. But they know that I, Michaela Caesar, is a woman and my husband, Rifat Ratul, is a man. But how is possible that women could be biological father and man could be a biological mother? Well, now here we can see in the cause of Michaela Caesario, we notifies that the man can be biological mother with an artificial ovum. Okay. But now, after they have shocked, but still they accept Gal Gadot because Gal Gadot is good wife of her husband handicapped. Okay. Marriage is complete, and now my parents-in-law, somehow the searching points is thinking that how I Michaela Caesario is a woman, but still I could be biological father, and in 20 years. Here, they did not, in the 40 years, they did not see any systems that man can contact artificial ovum or women can contact artificial sperm. Okay. Now here we can how is it was possible just for 2 minutes. Okay. Now here you can say, well, Rifat Ratul parents know that I am a green flag woman to be wife of my husband, Rifat Ratul. But still, how is it possible that I could be uh, I could be biological father of my daughters, where Rifat Ratul became the biological mother. But he is a man and I am a woman. So here, what is the point? Okay. Now, as a date of the natural death of the three persons, parents-in-law is in heavens, and now when Rifat Ratul is dead, okay, she knows me naked, and here will I wear some bikini at home. It is okay because I can wear bikini only in front of my husband. I cannot wear bikini in front of the society or sea beach. Okay. But in the age of natural death, suddenly when Rifat Ratul noticed that I am actually a crossdresser man, and I just wear a women's hijab, niqab, and women's dress. Okay. And here, as my mother, I can contain an artificial mother base to feed my daughter's Gal Gadot. Okay, but still, here is the point is that my sperm is natural. And now, it is the shocking points of death. Okay, and that is their shocking points. Well, and it is the real world that when a man have to marry with any woman, he have to clarify that the women should open her face and head in any public place. Okay? Otherwise, the problem is that after marriage, women can be biological father with a natural sperm, and the man can be biological mother with an artificial ovum. Okay. And here we can see in the family of Rifat Ratul, homosexuality is haram. And now Rifat Ratul says that hijab, niqab, burqa women is green flag to be wife of the man. Okay. Now here my question is to Rifat Ratul, that you know the story of Prophet Lut, that how he destroyed the entire city of homosexuality. But now, you want a green flag women who wear hijab, who wear niqab, who wear burqa. But here, your wife is me, that means Michaela scenarios, hence Gal Gadot could be born. properly she get a mother's home milk. Properly she could be grown as a young intelligent woman, and she could be young intelligent wife of her husband, handicapable. Okay. Refer, and here Rifat Ratul found that I am a crossdresser man to wear hijab, niqab, burqa like a woman. And here is the point. Okay. Now, I don't know why, but Rifat somehow Rifat Ratul lead their man follower to a secret homosexuality, where Rifat Ratul himself know that homosexuality is blasphemy to Almighty Allah, and Prophet Lut alayhi salam described the entire city of homosexuality. But now, in the theory of her green flag, nowadays, well, Maulana Rifat Ratul himself and his man follower are somehow involved as secret homosexuality, because they wear and women to wear hijab, niqab, burqa. Well, but Rifat Ratul and his man follower does not know that if their wife under hijab, niqab, and burqa still a real woman or a cross-dresser man. Okay. And now, well, when Rifat Ratul wears with to marry with me, okay. When Rifat Ratul wears marry with me, Rifat Ratul think that he married with a green flag woman. But what if Rifat Ratul would wear a red flag woman? Here we can discuss it. Okay. And now, okay, here and now here I'm going to the points and here we can see I have to open image that that is my billboard, right? Okay. Now here we can see and now here anything is not clear. Yes, everything is now clear. Okay. Now here I can say I can click the points. Here is Instagram Islam roast. I am here to roast the Instagram Islam because here the Instagram Islam make reels is to destroy the anti-Islam. Okay. And now here I am here to clear up the points. Okay. I have opened my digital board. Okay. Now here we can see. Now here I can see the points. Well, and here I can color the pink, but it is a normal color layers. I have to write as an overlay color. Okay. Now here, well, I have to open and place the about what? Okay. I have to open and place the points that what if they have a Rifat Ratul wear a red flag woman. Okay. I think Rifat Ratul should wear a red flag woman because I don't, okay. I think Rifat Ratul should wear a red flag woman because nowadays red flag woman would be a real woman. Okay. Now here we can see okay. Now in my world, women can contain artificial sperm, but only the possibility is only for a lesbian wedding couple. But here we can see okay, here we can see the women's here. And now, well, here is a woman like a Gal Gadot. Okay. Now here we can increase the height. Now we are going to increase the height. Okay. And now here we can see what wife Gal Gadot. Here I have written wife Gal Gadot, but color combination is not clear. Oh, here color combination is not clear. Now it is clear for that. And now we are going to point move tool. Okay. Now here alter versions Jindabad. Here we can see husband Rifat Ratul. Here we can see our husband is Rifat Ratul. Well, here we can see wife, who is wife? Wife is Gal Gadot, and who is husband? Husband is Rifat Ratul. Okay. And now here I'm going to say the points. Okay. Now what is points? Here, I am insert layer, existing layer in the points. Okay. Okay. Here we can see what is the points we have mentioned. Now here control J Jindabad. Okay. Now as a Gal Gadot's points, here we can see. Now here I am showing the when the daughters has been born, who is the biological fathers and who is the biological mother. Okay, now here we can see, here is the points I can mention. Gal Gadot, biological mother. Okay. Here I have mentioned the biological mother. Okay. Now I have forgotten to general the probabilities. Okay. Now here we can see. Now I am discussing the points. Okay. Now here we can see what is the here points. Well, and I can discuss it. And I would discuss it. Now here is biological father. Okay. Now here we got the biological fathers. Okay. Now here I have to write the justified points in here. Hence, I have to look at back points. Okay, here is Instagram Islam roast. Here is talking about husband wife because topic is red flag wife. Now here is Rifat Ratul red flag wife. PSD. And now here we can see who is the daughters. Habibi. Okay. Now here everything is clear point for me. Okay. Now here is going to the points. Okay. Now I am going repeatedly to Almas Jacob AI girlfriend systems. Okay. Now here we can see, well, here we can see the points. Okay, still here I can contents control alter click points to move the duplicates, and here we can write Dr. Scarlett Johnson. Okay, it is Prophet Yahya system. Well, now here I can clarify the systematics way. Okay, everything is okay, and here now, well, look at the points. Here, well, husband Rifat Ratul with the red flag woman, Gal Gadot. And here is the result. Well, women wear a cosmetics makeup, but still women look like a woman. But before women make cosmetics, they are ugly, and after cosmetics, they are beautiful. Okay. And here, well, here we can see the red flag wife. Gal Gadot can be biological mother. She cannot be biological father with a natural sperm. Okay. And Rifat Ratul would be biological fathers. And here artificial ovum circumstance is not in the questions. Okay, now here daughter is Scarlett Johnson. That is possible if and only if Rifat Ratul would wife Gal did the red flag women. Okay. Now you can notice that Rifat Ratul wears a red flag woman. Okay. When Rifat Ratul wears a red flag woman, here that is clarifies that, well, actually Rifat Ratul married with a real woman. With cosmetics, women are beautiful. Without cosmetics, women are ugly. Well, here we can see if Rifat, we know that Rifat, according to Rifat Ratul, women can be red flag to be wife of man when women open their long hair, they show their face, they wear Western dress or educated dress like a Wonder Woman. But my advice is that if Rifat Ratul wears red flag women like a Gal Gadot, Rifat Ratul wears a real woman because red flag woman Gal Gadot to be wife of Rifat Ratul, she can be biological mother with a natural ovum. Okay, and and here the husband Rifat Ratul would send their daughters Scarlett Johansson to her husband Robert Downey Jr. and everything is set. So you can ensure that husband Maulana Rifat Ratul would go to heaven. Why? Because he wears a red flag woman, Gal Gadot. Because Gal Gadot show her face, Gal Gadot open her long hairs, her dress up like a Western cloth and like a Wonder Woman. And what is the biological points? DNA points. As a biological DNA points, as a chromosome point, it would be clear that Gal Gadot is woman. Okay. If you now my advice to a man, if you does not follow the Islamic ritual to wear a women like a hijab, niqab, burqa, as a Muslim man, if you wear with a women with open long hair, open face, dressing like a Wonder Woman, well, you are safe because in Islam you are a straight man, and being a straight man you would be in heaven. But what if you man wears a women like a hijab, niqab, and burqa? Well, here we can notify this that one Islamic ritual can contradict with another Islamic rituals. Okay. A man follow Islamic rituals, hence he wears a woman like me who wear hijab, niqab, burqa. Here notifies is that the man, Muslim man, believes that Prophet Lut alayhi salam destroyed the entire city of homosexuality. But now, when nowadays a Muslim man wears a woman like a hijab, niqab, burqa, 9 months, 7 days later, he found that the man would be a biological mother with an artificial ovum, where their wife, notwithstanding being women, under hijab, niqab, and burqa, she became the biological father with a natural sperm. And now, when the man would go to the assembly of Allah, here picture is clear that man married man. Well, then husband would say, I have married a woman. Then, dear the Almighty Allah, why are you showing me the marry a man? And what is the result? The result is that, well, the wife always wearing hijab, niqab, and burqa is actually a crossdresser man to wear dresses like a woman. Okay. Now, you believe that Islam, where Prophet Lut alayhi salam, the blessed prophet of Allah, destroyed the entire city of homosexuality. And now, well, unconsciously, in the Islamic ritual, wedding ritual, you are marrying a man and a crossdresser man. Technically, now you are a homosexual man. And accordance with Prophet Lut Islam, you would be in Habia Jahannam. Well, now when you choose green flag, you choose a man, when a man chooses a green flag woman, Islamic woman, he choose unconsciously, he choose homosexuality. And when a man choose a red flag wife, well, they are safe in the point of Prophet Lut Islam because they would not go to hell. And that is the points that what is notified. Okay. And the gorgeous point is that here we can see, okay, now here we can see daughters, when the daughters' wedding registrations, who is father? Man. Biological father? Man. Who is biological mother? Women. Okay, but here is clear points and it is a clean, okay. But when a man wears green flag Islamic women, green flag wife, accordance with Islam, oh well, daughter's wedding registration as bride, there is shocking points. Who is biological father? Woman, wife. And who is biological mother? Man. Well, and you can see this, some of Muslim men would hit their foreheads there. How is this possible? Okay. Yeah. And now it is now your point to be choose that set the green flag or red flag for your wife. Well, Rifat Ratul method is okay, or the real life method is okay. It is on your decide. Okay, now see you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you.
I'm unstoppable.
I'm a Persia with no brains.
I'm invincible.
They I win every single game.
I'm so powerful.
I don't need batteries to play.
I'm so confident.
Yeah,